take a moment to talk to you about some of the problems you may have been experiencing lately with YouTube. In the past, you may have found a video you wanted, copied it, and then put it into Canvas as a link. Your students would see this, click the link, YouTube would open, and they would watch the video, and everything would be great. Unfortunately, YouTube's had to make some changes due to privacy issues, so our students can now no longer access a YouTube page directly. Instead, we have to embed the videos for students to be able to watch them, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So to start with, if your students see this message, that is an entirely different problem. That's a video that YouTube has decided is restricted for young people, and your students will not be able to watch it no matter whether they go to YouTube or whether it's embedded. The best way to find out if the videos you're looking for are restricted by YouTube is to go over to your login, go down to the bottom where it says restricted mode, and activate that restricted mode. That way, when you look at a video, you will see this message if the video is marked restricted. Now, unfortunately, right now, there's nothing we can do about that. YouTube doesn't have a mechanism for us to be able to change that. But that is not related to the bigger problem lately of the changes YouTube has made so that students can't access videos on YouTube directly. So let me show you how we can do this. So instead of linking to a video, what we need to do now is we need to embed it. So I'm going to edit this page and I'm going to delete our link here. And I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you can embed these videos. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. YouTube is still ironing out some of the problems with this, which means that if one of these embedding mechanisms does not work, then you may have to try another. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to this. I have actually tested all of these methods I'm about to show you with a student, and the student was able to see these videos. That doesn't mean that's always going to happen for you when you try it, so you may have to switch from one method to the other. So the first method is the very simplest one. There's a YouTube button here on Canvas Pages and Assignments. When you click that button, it's going to ask you to search for the video. Now, you can search by keyword or something like that, but the easier way to do it is to just go get the URL for this video. Now, I'm very careful I don't get the URL up here. I instead go to share and copy this link. This link is always going to work a little better. So once I've copied that link in my video, I go to my Canvas page. I paste that link in, hit enter, and you'll see here's that video. You have a choice here at the embed button of small, medium, or large. We're going to do, for this one, the small video. And you see that it's embedded it in my page. So that's the first method. Let's talk about method 2. Okay, this method uses the embed code found in a YouTube video. So here we're going to go to the share button again in our YouTube video. But this time we're going to click embed. And this will allow us to copy the actual embed code for this video. Now when I go back to Canvas, I'm going to enter this a different way. I'm going to go over to the far right, and if you can't see this button, you'll have the 3 dots. You can click that to get the rest of the control bar. And I'm going to go to the one on the very far end that looks like a little cloud. That is the embed tool. And when I get that, I can paste in that embed code, click submit, and it will embed the video. As I said, I've tested this one with students. This works as well, at least on some videos. Now, at this point, those 2 methods will usually keep you in business. If those don't work, you may have to try something a little more sideways, shall we say. So this next method, we're actually going to embed this video in a Google slideshow and then put a link to the slideshow. So first, again, I'm going to go and I'm going to get the URL by clicking share, copying to get the link to the YouTube video. Then I'm going to open up a very simple, very plain slides presentation. Okay, doesn't have to have anything in it. I'm going to have a blank slide here, and I'm going to say insert video, and then I'm going to paste in that URL and hit search. There it is. I click and select. It puts the video in. I can even grab the corners of the video and make it bigger. So this video is now embedded in this slideshow, so students will be able to watch it. First though, I'm going to have to share that video so that my students can see it. So I'm going to call this the body problem. And I'm going to go down here and I'm going to change my sharing to share with anyone in Gaston County Schools. Done. So now I can copy the URL. I actually had a chance to copy it on that last screen, but didn't. And now, when I go into my Canvas assignment, I can say, click here to watch our video. Highlight that. Click the link tool. Paste in the link. And now students will have a clickable link they can go to that will not open the YouTube page, but it will open that slideshow where they can watch the video. One final way that you can do this is if you use Edpuzzle. So this method requires that you have an Edpuzzle account. So I've already logged into mine. If you don't have an Edpuzzle account, you can talk to me or your other ITF, and we can get that set up for you. So what I'm going to do here is really very super simple Edpuzzle embed. You can use Edpuzzle to actually go a lot more in depth and have it do questions and have your students answer the questions, and it'll grade it automatically for you. But we're not doing any of that. I'm doing like super simple. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go get our URL again. So we've gone to share and we're clicking copy. Then I go into Edpuzzle and very simply I go up here and I paste the URL in and I click search. The video comes up. I click finish and then I click share preview, and that gives me an embed link right here. So I've copied that link. I go into Canvas, type in my instructions, and then I go again to that embed tool and paste in that code. And that drops the video in as an Edpuzzle video. So those are your methods. Like I said, I would start with the easy ones, and then if your kids tell you that they don't work your way down.